I'm Chris, and this is my French farmhouse restoration project. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. In today's episode, we are back to work. It's full steam ahead with my French cottage restoration, and in particular the loft conversion that I'm doing. And so I've got to just get as much done as I can while the weather is on the right side of hot at the moment. I'm very pleased that the heat wave has cooled down a little bit, and so we're in a better position to get a full day's work in without such stressful conditions. So join me while I work hard and try and get this place all stitched up and ready for the customers. So it's back to work. Dust, look at it. I hate it. And this is all I've got left to do on the bottom section. Thank goodness. That there, I've just completed. Let's take a look at what went into it. Oh, I've got to try and fit that bad boy in there. I'm busy today. That needs to come up to there. That is perfect. I'm just having a quick 5-minute break, and we'll just have a chat while I'm doing it. You can hear a pin drop here. It's such a nice spot in the countryside, and I'm looking at my old house just over there. It's really strange knowing that I'm just behind the house that I first lived in France. One of the things that keeps me going with all this is that, well, one of them's YouTube actually. Since I started doing this YouTube channel, I've developed a new passion for my work because I enjoy filming what I'm doing. Not just work either, actually. I enjoy filming my day-to-day goings on, and I enjoy putting content together for you guys to watch. So one of the things that keeps me going is YouTube. The other one is, I don't know whether or not you can relate to this one, but as you get older, you start to notice certain things, you know, like, for example, when I was doing this in my 30s, I could lift board after board after board, and I was doing, I would say I was probably still doing the same amount of work, maybe a bit more work than I do now, but I never needed to take breaks. And now that I'm 55, even though I keep fit and I look after myself and I eat very well, I try to sleep as much as possible, but I think as you get older you sleep less anyway. But I get enough sleep. I just think mainly one of the things that keeps me going is kind of not giving in to age. And whilst I'm still, in real terms, I'm still, young. Well, I'm not young, am I? Actually, I'm 55, but I feel young-ish. I do know it's important to keep moving and to stay in a positive frame of mind, and try and keep on keeping on, really, because the minute you give in to age, I think it's a mindset, basically. I think as soon as you give in to it and you start saying to yourself, oh, I can't do that, I'm too old, or oh, I wish I was a bit younger, I would have a go. As soon as you do that, it's game over. You're going to get old quick. And I've never been like that. I still act like a 25-year-old. I think like I'm young, I act like I'm young, but not in a denial kind of way. I know what age I am and I dress accordingly and I act accordingly. But just because you're over 50, you don't have to give in to life and stop having fun. Just don't. That's what keeps me going. So yeah, that's my little observation for my 5-minute break. I can't do quite as much as I used to, but I just keep going, and don't give in and start accepting that you're getting older. Just keep doing what you always did and act like you're 21 years old. Oh dear. Anyway, I've got to get back to work. This one on. Sometimes I listen back to the sound while I'm editing, and I think to myself, oh God, I sound terrible, huffing and puffing away there like that. I find this to be the most accurate method for getting these to match up nicely with a sufficient gap for plastering, because you've got acceptable tolerances for this stuff. You can't have huge gaps, but you can have a bit of a gap because the plaster's going to fill it. Quite often people get a bit carried away with getting it absolutely spot on, which is good, the more accurate the better. but let's not forget, it is plaster. And for anyone who's ever been in a historic building, you'll remember the old method of getting plaster onto walls and ceilings was through laths, wooden laths. And they had dirty, great big gaps between them. And you would put a first coat on nice and thick and fill up those gaps. And then you would put a top coat over it afterwards. And it was all held together with binding agents in the past, like hair or straw. Well, all of those things still apply now, albeit with different products. Like we've got scrim tape, which works as the barrier, and we've got fibres that we can put in plaster, plus the plasters themselves are designed with certain binding agents in them, unless you're using a totally natural plaster, which is also available, but we're not using that. So yeah, you can have a little gap. Like here, there's like a 1 millimetre, something like that. That's not going to matter because I'm going to scrim tape there, and then we're going to plaster the whole thing. Right, time to jump in the van and head back to mine for a little bit of lunch because I am starving. Just getting home for lunch, and I see an extra car outside my place, which can only mean one thing. Rosie's here. Howdy doody. How's it going, all right? Get the old music blaring. Nice pants.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Looking very snazzy in those. Oh, new shoes as well.
Oh yeah, I did one new shoes, yeah.
Check out the fancy pumps. How's it going, all right?
Yeah, good.
Nice one.
Yeah, I did the extra 2 rooms, so...
Oh, well, Alfie will be pleased. He owes me money then.
I'll say I did. Yeah, that's half done. He's going to have to sort out some clothes, I think.
Yeah. I don't go in there. That's Alfie's domain.
You can now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to be moving out at some point. Let's have a look how our hens are doing. Sup, ladies? Sup? All the ladies. So today I am having a delicious piece of steak because I feel like I need the protein, and I'm just going to chuck in some fresh salad, some veg, some tomatoes, and some peppers and garlic, etc. Those are my staple lunchtime favourites, and then I just put them on a bed of lettuce. It's just like a nice big summer lunch, so that I'm energised for when I go back to work this afternoon. Look at that, everybody. That's what we're talking about. Perfection, perfection. Oh, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Bit of a trim up on that corner, and then take care of that after. It's always a bit of a tricky one up against the stone wall because there's all high spots and low spots. Are we touching the steel? I believe we are. Glory days. Well, I don't believe it. Look at that. Lovely, lovely rain. You can smell it on the hot tarmac. I never thought I'd be so pleased to see rain. That poor tree is probably desperate to drink it. It's so dried out. Aïe aïe aïe. Ça va toi? Oh la vache. C'est tellement mieux que là-haut. C'est tellement mieux que le chantier.
Ah, c'est sûr.
Alors, c'est bien propre.
C'est que du bonheur.
La chance, mon gars.
Ah ouais, tu verras, bah bien. Comme on est bien là-dedans.
Oh la vache. Oh, je veux bien rentrer.
Bah ouais, bah prends une douche ou bien.
So that is my good friend Pierre, who rides motorbikes with me. And this house belongs to his son. So look at the state of me. He's in the swimming pool cleaning bugs out, and I'm upstairs getting covered in bugs. Right, I'm gonna strip off and jump in because I can't stand by and watch you having a nice time in that pool. So right, well, I have just got back from a nice dip in the pool, and hence the weird hair. I'll leave it there for today because basically today's video was really primarily focused on me and getting a big chunk of that loft conversion done. For those of you that are fascinated by that sort of thing and wanted to see some work content today, I'm making great progress on this loft conversion, and now the weather's cooled down a little bit, it's making it much easier for me. So the next video we'll be seeing the top sections going in, which is really interesting. That means we'll seal the whole thing up. Oh, my cat's just arrived. And there'll be lots of other content in there as well, because I've been getting up to all sorts of things aside from work. And I will be sharing that with you in the very next video. But for today, I'm going to wrap it up and say thank you all, as usual, for supporting me, for your likes, your subscribes, your hypes, and just all the lovely comments that I get. And thank you mille fois. We say that in France quite often. Thanks 1,000 times. Merci mille fois. That could be French phrase of the day for closing out the video. Merci mille fois. All right, I'll see you in the very next video, which will be coming out it could be, I would nearly said it could be tomorrow, but you never know what's going to happen. If I have to work late, it won't be tomorrow, but it will be very soon, if not tomorrow. See you then. Bye.